The first 5 minutes after you board a plane set up the next several hours of your flight. Most travelers use that window to shove a bag in the overhead, drop into the seat, and immediately open their phone. The travelers who consistently have better flight experiences use those same 5 minutes differently, with a short, deliberate routine that handles things that are genuinely harder or impossible to deal with once the cabin fills and the doors close. Like and subscribe before we start. Share this before someone's next flight. And let's get straight into it. 1. Stow your bag. Strategically, not just quickly. The moment you board, overhead bin space near your row is still available, but it fills within minutes once general boarding begins. Stow your main carry-on wheels first or flat, so it takes the least space and allows the bin to close cleanly. More importantly, keep your personal item under the seat in front of you rather than in the overhead bin, so everything you'll need during the flight is accessible without standing up. If you stow both bags overhead, you've separated yourself from your medications, earphones, charger, snacks, and anything else you want mid-flight by a closed bin, a full aisle, and the social friction of retrieving something while others are still boarding. 2. Check your seat assignment and confirm the row. Aircraft swaps happen more than airlines advertise, and seat assignments can shift silently when the carrier changes the plane. Before you settle in, confirm the row number on the seat back matches your boarding pass. Also confirm you're in the correct cabin. A surprising number of passengers have sat in the wrong section after a late boarding rush and discovered it only when the rightful seat holder arrived. 30 seconds of verification at boarding prevents a disruptive mid-boarding correction in front of everyone. 3. Introduce yourself to the crew. A brief, friendly greeting to the flight attendant at the door takes 5 seconds and creates a meaningfully different dynamic for the rest of the flight. Crew members are managing dozens of passengers simultaneously, and the ones who made a positive impression during boarding tend to receive more attentive service throughout. A proactive water refill, a heads up about turbulence, an extra blanket before the cart makes its pass. If you have a relevant health condition, this is also the moment to mention it quietly, so the crew is informed from the start, rather than having to respond reactively later. A medical alert card handed over during boarding takes 30 seconds and removes all the awkwardness of explaining a condition mid-flight in front of nearby passengers. 4. Put your phone on airplane mode early. Switching to airplane mode before pushback rather than waiting for the announcement eliminates one less thing to think about once the boarding chaos is underway. It also starts the battery preservation clock earlier, which matters on long flights where you haven't plugged into a seat power source yet. More practically, going into airplane mode at boarding rather than at the announcement is a signal to yourself that the travel portion of the day has truly started. The mental transition from airport mode to flight mode that makes settling in easier. Enable low power mode at the same time if you have a long flight ahead and no seat power access, and your battery will last significantly longer across the journey. 5. Fill your water bottle or request water immediately. The cabin is already dehydrating you from the moment you walk on board, and the beverage cart won't reach you for 30 to 60 minutes after takeoff on most flights. If you brought a reusable bottle, it should already be full from a post-security fountain. If it isn't, ask a flight attendant for water during boarding. Before the safety demonstration, before pushback, before the cart routine begins. Most crew members will fill a bottle or provide a cup of water during boarding without hesitation when asked directly. Starting the flight hydrated rather than already behind is one of the simplest and most impactful things you can do in those first 5 minutes. 6. Set up your in-seat comfort kit. Everything you want for the flight should come out of your personal item and into your seat pocket or lap before the doors close. Earphones, eye mask, neck pillow, lip balm, snacks, your phone or tablet, a book, any medication you might need mid-flight. Doing this at boarding rather than mid-flight means you aren't searching through a bag in your lap during takeoff, you aren't bothering seatmates by rustling through items after the cabin has settled, and you aren't realizing your noise-canceling headphones are in the overhead bin 30 minutes into the flight when getting them would require climbing over a sleeping neighbor. 7. Adjust the air vent before you need it. The overhead air vent is one of the most effective tools for managing comfort during a long flight, and most passengers ignore it entirely until they're either overheating or freezing. At boarding, take a moment to position the vent so it directs airflow across rather than directly onto you. A gentle circulation rather than a cold blast. During the flight, increasing airflow slightly when the cabin gets warm and reducing it during the cooler cruise phase lets you manage temperature actively rather than reactively. A small adjustment at boarding that runs passively in the background for hours. On longer flights, Adjusting again halfway through as the cabin temperature shifts is worth the 10-second effort. Most discomfort attributed to long flights is actually temperature discomfort that was never actively managed. 8. Download entertainment and offline maps now. If you haven't already downloaded movies, podcasts, or offline maps for your destination, boarding is your last opportunity to do it on a reliable connection before you lose ground signal. In-flight Wi-Fi is inconsistent and expensive, and relying on it for anything important is a gamble. A 2-minute download at the gate, a film, a destination city's offline map in Google Maps or Apple Maps, a podcast queue for the flight sets you up for hours of independent entertainment and navigation without depending on cabin connectivity. Every minute of setup now saves 10 minutes of frustration later. If offline maps specifically haven't been downloaded, open Maps, search your destination city, and download while you still have full signal. Trying to navigate an unfamiliar airport or city on arrival without a downloaded map and no reliable data connection is an entirely avoidable problem. 9. Locate the emergency exits. Most passengers tune out the safety demonstration, and flight attendants know it. But locating the nearest emergency exit row takes about 15 seconds of actual looking and costs nothing. Count the seat rows between your seat and the nearest exit behind you. Since smoke during an emergency makes forward visibility difficult, and the exit behind is often closer than the one ahead, this is not a reason for anxiety. Commercial aviation remains exceptionally safe. It is simply the same category of preparation as checking where the fire exit is in a hotel room. Note, whether your nearest exit has a standard door or an overwing exit, since they open differently. A brief, calm moment of awareness that requires no further thought once done. 10. Take one slow breath and let the trip begin. This sounds small, and it is. It also works. The transition from airport, which is a high stimulation, high decision, high movement environment, to aircraft cabin is abrupt, and many travelers carry the airport's stress energy directly into the flight without releasing it. One deliberate breath after settling into the seat, a conscious decision to let the airport portion of the day be finished, and a shift of attention to what's ahead rather than what's behind sets the tone for the hours that follow. Travelers who make this transition deliberately report settling into flights faster, feeling less residual agitation from the airport experience, and arriving at their destination with noticeably more energy than those who stayed in reactive mode from curb to landing. It costs nothing and takes under 10 seconds. The flight begins the moment you decide it has. 10 things, all doable in the first 5 minutes of boarding, all requiring almost no time or effort, and all of them making the flight that follows measurably easier than it would have been. The routine becomes automatic after 2 or 3 trips. Bag stowed smartly, seat confirmed, crew greeted, water requested, comfort kit out, vent adjusted, downloads done, exits noted, and one breath to close the airport chapter. What those 5 minutes buy you is hours of a flight that runs smoothly rather than reactively. That's the whole thing. Hit the like button if this gave you a boarding routine worth keeping. Subscribe for practical travel content every week, and share this with someone whose boarding process could use a reset. We will see you in the next one.